That Read. I'm Sarah.
I'm Jazzy.
And today I think it's time that we discuss tropes.
Smash or pass.
We're going to determine what we would smash, what we would pass on, but then also what's up for debate. Because some things,
There's a few of them.
it depends on how it's done.
Yep.
They either need to be done well or just don't do them.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't work in every situation.
No.
But then again, this is all our own personal opinion. If you like the tropes that we don't like, that is okay. But we're going to discuss our opinion today.
Sound good?
I think so.
I think sounds good. Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Do you want to kick us off, Jazzy? You want to pick
more
it?
than happy to.
So we're going to pick a trope. We're going to discuss what we're going to do with it, and go from there.
Deal.
This could be organised. This could be a clusterfuck. We don't know. We'll find out.
We'll find out. All right.
We'll
I'm
find
gonna hit us off the bat with Forbidden Love.
Dun, dun, dun.
What do you think?
Honestly, I'm going to put it up for debate.
No. No.
Look, only because you can have different types of forbidden love.
Yes.
And I've been reading, I actually had this thought the other day.
Oh no.
And I was reading a book and it was talking about forbidden love. And they were like a forbidden love. And I went, you're not really forbidden. And I just suppose it could come down to one of those things of a sense of in media, it gets thrown out to advertise books or people say this is this. But then you read it and you kind of go, but it's not.
Yeah, okay.
So again, it's one of those things that needs to be done well.
Okay. So if we're
needs to be done properly, and I actually need to feel like the tension and the stress of them going, oh my God, they shouldn't be doing this. If they get caught, they're screwed. I need to feel that in forbidden love.
So if we're talking like Romeo and Juliet, Queen Clarion, King, I forgot his title.
The Fairy Guys, which I haven't read about.
Like Crimson Moth. I forgot their names. Is it Gideon?
Yes.
It's Gideon. I forgot her name. But you know what I'm saying? Like that forbidden love.
Yes, actually, Crimson Moth is a great example.
Because literally, witch and witch hunter cannot be together.
Yep.
Absolutely not. He will kill her.
Yep.
She will kill him.
Another one I think also is really good is Professor Student.
Okay, I can't get into that as much.
See, I have a line with that one. It has to be like mature aged.
Yeah.
Not like don't go high school. That is so wrong. Because that really is a power trip. But if you're like similar age, or at least you're mature and your brain's developed enough to be able to like comprehend, I feel it's fine. So there's like a line with that.
Okay.
But also, if you want to take it to more towards apprentice and mentor, so if you take it more of a fantasy element where it's not so much teacher relationship, it's more like
mentor,
trainer, teacher's teaching her to fight.
Yeah.
And like maybe she's the princess and he's the knight or whatever, and then that's kind of.
But then that's a different trope again.
But then that leads into another trope.
That's Princess and Knight, which I like. I haven't actually read much of the mentor apprentice, to be honest.
Yeah. But then also that also goes towards the whole fact of that's why it has to be up for debate because it needs to be done in a particular way.
So I say smash.
Debate.
Okay, you pick one.
I'll pick one. Let's go with a classic, Enemies to Lovers.
Obviously.
Together, ready?
3, 2, 1.
Smash!
Absolutely, yes, please.
Yes, and again, when this is done well, this is fantastic.
The best.
There is nothing I love more than two people who start off the book literally wanting to tear each other to shreds, only to realise, oh wait, we're a bit dumb.
We actually like each other.
We really like each other.
And we've liked each other for a hot minute.
And the chemistry is superb. And then generally, I feel like Enemies to Lovers, though, does need to goes hand in hand with a slow burn. Yes. I feel like these two are best friends and they need to be together. I don't feel like you can do a proper Enemies to Lovers without a slow burn.
No. Because otherwise then they're like together by chapter 2 and you're like, well, this isn't really Enemies to Lovers.
No, it's just tension it's just, bad first impression. Wait, you're hot. Let's bone.
Yeah, it doesn't quite make sense.
So, like, it is, I feel like these two are a partnership and they come together really well. It is, of course, if people claim that something's a slow burn, it's not always. Some people claim it's Enemies to Lovers, it's not always. But when you find the good ones,
Like the extreme ones, like extreme enemies to then full 180 to Lovers, and then the slow burn, like, Kindred's Curse, where it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's not just like, oh, chapter 2, or it's like chapter, 20, halfway through. No, it's like the end of the book, and then they, like, hold hands. You're like, ah!
Yes, you only get little tidbits. But I
Yeah.
also feel like that's actually one thing I have noticed is that there's a lot of times people, when they talk about slow burns, it's like a multiple book series. But I do think you can do a really good slow burn in one book.
Yeah, no,
You
I think
don't need a
can.
series. But it also just means you got to pace it
Well.
properly throughout the book. You need that development. Obviously, when you have a series, it's easier because you can be like, okay, well, in this book, they're never going to have any sort of romantic inclination. And when you do get to it, it's at the very end for it's like a tiny little bit. And then book 2, which is a little bit more smuttering, but it's still teasing you the entire time. And then book 3, it continues to tease you. And so far, it gets your blood pressure going. And then when you finally think you're going to get there, it goes, just kidding.
Actually
And then
not.
keeps going. And then you get the taste that you're looking for. Everything's perfect. And then the author comes along, grabs a knife, jams it into your chest, and kills you. Because she just wants to ruin your life.
And then you have to wait until book 4, which is coming out in September.
If you don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about The Kindred's Curse by Penn Cole.
Of course.
Burn of the Everflame has finally been announced. Book 4's coming. It's the conclusion. We've been waiting for this only technically since last year, but it feels like forever.
That's funny.
Okay. But you pick next trope.
Okay, Ancient Prophecies.
Ooh, Ancient Prophecies. How do I feel about this?
We've got like our Percy Jacksons. We've got our Kindred's Curse. We've got our Harry Potter. What else has... A lot has Ancient Prophecies, actually.
Aragon? Does that have an Ancient
remember.
Prophecy? Look, it's one of those things I think has been done a lot. It's one of those things they say, it's a tale as old as time. But I think I might pop it up for debate, purely for, while I love it, it is a bit oversaturated.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
It does happen. Like, it's been used
A lot.
a lot.
A lot.
Because, like, even if you go out of books and you just go into media, like Star Wars,
I
there's
feel like
prophecy.
that has one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about the chosen one and Anakin being the
Oh,
chosen
yeah,
one. And then he
yeah,
turns to the dark side. He was meant to bring balance to the Force. And he technically does in the end, but it takes him basically causing genocide to do that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. But, like, so it's like, it's in all forms of media, repeated over and over again. And it can be done well. It can be beautiful. It can be fantastic. But I'm also a bit over it.
Yeah. I feel like it very much goes hand in hand with the chosen one.
Yes,
as you said,
absolutely.
with, like, Anakin.
Yep.
So, like, oh, it's this one person who's going to save the world or destroy it, and we don't know yet. And then it's like, oh, is that Percy Jackson? Is it not Percy Jackson? Is it someone else? Is it not someone else?
Dink,
yeah, it's
dink.
very much like, are you the one?
Not quite sure. Find out. I wonder.
Yeah. Harry
I'm going
Potter.
to pluck you from, obscurity into this fantasy realm and look, oh my gosh, we need a chosen one. Who's it going to be?
Everyone knows who you are now
it's
because you
you.
defeated death. All right, I think it's your turn. What's your next one?
Oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? This one's going to be easy. Miscommunication. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Bum, bum.
Pass.
Absolutely not.
Miscommunication, once upon a time, created some good tension. It got you frustrated because you're like, just talk to each other. It's such a simple concept.
Yeah.
And while I think we both are, massively obsessed with the Empyrean series, Iron Flame went too far with the whole miscommunication trope.
The whole book was a miscommunication.
Miscommunication after miscommunication after miscommunication. Okay, I get it once. It can work fine as like a once-off.
Yeah.
You have an event in a book, they miscommunicate, it causes issues, they reconcile, whatever.
Especially when they're like not physically together and they're, distanced or, they're not talking to one another because they actually haven't seen one another. It makes sense.
Yes, it does.
But when you constantly see each other and you're like, oh, ask me a question. And they're like, no. And they're like, why don't you want to know? And they're like, oh, why don't you tell me anything?
It just gets really bloody annoying.
Please have a conversation like adults.
And like, I get it. Like, because obviously humans, we don't always necessarily learn from our past experiences. Sometimes it takes a couple of times for it to be knocked through our thick skulls.
Yeah, but like 600 pages?
Yeah. Like too
No.
much. So I'm going to pass.
Absolutely.
If someone says, "Oh my gosh, miscommunication," no, that's not helping. That's making me think of Iron Flame and cringe.
Anyway.
Nope.
Not for me, thanks.
But yes, definitely a pass. Anyway, your turn.
Absolute pass.
There's a whole list.
No, I know. They're also good.
Just read one.
Animal sidekicks.
Oh my gosh. Smash.
Absolute smash.
Smash.
Who's
And
your
also,
favourite?
before I dump into that one, animal, and this is very specific, plant sidekicks.
Are you thinking of someone in particular?
Yes, I am. So look, there is this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful series. It is cozy fantasy. It's called The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. And my little bit of a favourite is because her name's Sarah. Possibly. Sarah's just seemed to write amazing stories. But in this particular book, there is so the main character's best friend is a sentient spider plant called Kaz.
Which is pretty cool.
He is the sassiest little mofo ever. And I love him to death. He is my favourite, and I'm saying this now, my favourite thing about the book is just him. Everything else is also beautiful. I loved the book. I love the series, the world, because there is interconnected standalones all in one series. And there's more than just one sentient plant. But Kaz, he holds a very special place in my heart.
He's the first one.
And I will never forget him. He's beautiful. But yes, animal sidekicks, basically just any sort of unconventional sidekick.
Yeah, the cutest.
Beautiful.
I'm thinking
the best.
Like Onyx from Quicksilver, a little fox.
I love Onyx.
I'm thinking like Hedwig, Crookshanks.
Going to media for a second. Appa and Momo from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, I know.
I also love them
So
together.
cute.
They're like sassy little
So
best friends.
cute.
It's the best thing ever. I absolutely adore it.
Love.
Best.
Absolute smash.
But yep, absolute smash. Must necessity. I feel like if you are in some sort of fantasy world, the main character needs a little animal bestie.
Of some sort.
Some
at some
sort.
point.
They need someone who can love on and who just isn't human and who they don't have to
Yeah.
deal with all that crap you get from humans.
Oh, even Fleetfoot from Throne of Glass.
Oh my god, yes, the
She's
dog.
so cute.
I love the fact that she just randomly threw a dog in there. It was the best thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It just was so wholesome.
I love it. And
Yeah.
she survives the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which is the best. Anyone kills off an animal companion, I'm done. I'm not reading anymore.
I'm looking at someone in
quit.
particular, but thank you for what you did in the final chapter. But anyway.
Are we thinking about the same book?
Are you thinking of what I'm thinking, B1?
I think so, B2.
Yeah, let's move on.
Can't say that because I'm a big spoiler if it is. It's in the second book?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're on the same way.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to do the one anything trope. And when I say the one anything, I mean like one bed, one horse, one tent, one blanket, one whatever. Any type of circumstance where they are forced, which links to forced proximity,
of course.
forced to be in an enclosed space for a period of time which they can't get away from each other. 100 million % smash.
Let's do a drum roll for my reaction. Smash.
Smash.
Obviously.
It is just, I think, especially if you put this in a one, especially if you put this in a slow burn enemies to lovers fantasy.
Perfect.
Actually, not even fantasy, just enemies to lovers
Anything.
slow burn.
Anything.
This point is such it's one of those moments where that tension just it gets to the boiling point, and you're like, it could either be it's one or two things. It's always either it's the tipping point where they finally give in, they accept, it's either their first full kiss, or sometimes it's the first sex scene, whatever. But it can also be the tension is just boiling, and then they get interrupted by something. And it
I hate it.
But also it's so good.
I hate it. It's so good.
But I feel like it's always interconnected with one of those things.
Yeah.
So there was one of my favorite book series that I read incorporates not only one bed,
What is it?
one horse, and one tent. And it's the Ashes of Thesma series, which is the sequel series to the Legends of Thesma.
Nice.
And it's enemies to lovers, guardian and... Well, not guardian, that's the wrong word.
Like bodyguard?
Bodyguard, thank you. Bodyguard and princess.
That's a smash.
She's an alchemist. He's a famous warrior. There's so many amazing things in this series. I absolutely adore it in their relationship. And in one book, they've got the one horse scene, and the next book there's the one tent scene, and then there's the one bed scene. I'm just like, the whole way through this series, I'm just like foaming at the mouth at all these one things.
I love that.
But it's an absolute 1000% smash.
That's very fun.
So good.
All right, here's one. Fated Mates. What do you think?
Debatable.
I say smash.
Which I get. It's one of those things where for me, it needs to be a good Fated Mates.
Yes.
I don't like it in a book where you get into it, the main characters meet, and you go, oh yeah, they're Fated Mates, and it's obvious.
No, I want them to like already be together, but like, I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know if this is, we're still figuring it out. And then we're like, also, actually, by the way, just so you know.
No, see, I'm kind of the opposite. I like it being they have no idea. So like, I kind of like, so it kind of reminds me of, so I think a good example for me is Throne of Glass, where we have Aelin and Rowan. And there's this whole tension between them. Like, obviously, they're very much an enemies to lovers story.
Yeah, already established together when they find out.
Yeah, but it's also the type of thing where, so like, they go through this whole thing, and she thinks his fated mate is already dead. So there's no possibility of them being fated mates. And then there's, plot twist. And the reveal of that was so much more impactful because, like, it was heartbreaking for another reason. Not because of the fact that she's like, they're disappointed that they're fated mates, but the reason why they learnt behind how they were actually fated mates and what kept them apart.
Maeve,
like,
I'm coming for you.
Was heartbreaking.
That's all I'm saying.
And it was just like that type of fated mates, I think, is great.
Well.
Ace. But when you come into a book and you kind of go, oh, there's something about him. I'm drawn to this particular person. Or, I don't know, she was different from everybody else. And I'm just like...
I get it. Yeah.
I'm like, really? You have to make it that obvious?
Yeah.
Like, if the whole point of the book is just their relationship and them learning to, kind of accept that they're fated. Like, if they know and be like, oh, we're fated to be together. But I don't like you. Like, that can work.
Yeah,
but I just
there
feel
needs to be a bit more to it. Yeah, okay, I agree.
It needs to kind of just be a little bit more, like, not so in your face. It needs to kind of come up and sneak up on you and you go, oh my gosh, really?
Yeah. Okay.
Or, like, it's even better when they do hate each other and then they realise they're fated mates. But it's like, again, not straight away. Needs to be later on. Needs to be alluded to but not, like, thrown in your face.
Yeah, okay.
And then, like, there's this tension. They're arguing. They're not getting along. Maybe they are attracted to each other. But, like, and then they kind of go, crap, it's you.
Yeah, okay, no, yeah, I can agree with that.
So, yeah, so again, it's one of those things, needs to be done well. Yes.
Jinx.
I'll buy you a coffee. Because I need to talk, clearly. Okay, next up. Accidental pregnancy.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yuck.
Pregnancy in a book, like generally having pregnancy, no, it's fine. It's like an epilogue, or they've got kids.
Oh, yeah, like it's their happily ever after.
Yeah, let's do a quick little wrap up.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Like, I'm sorry. If you
really
come along and be like, oh my God, I'm pregnant, and that's the big plot twist of the book.
No.
That is the fastest way to make me DNF. And I don't like to DNF. I'm very much, like, I'm getting better at accepting the fact that if I don't like a book, I can put it down. It hurts.
If that comes up, you'll be like, you're going to throw the book. You're going to put the book
I
in
would
the bin.
actually think I would actually get rid of the book.
Yeah, you'd put it in the bin.
And you know for a fact, I don't get rid of any books.
No.
Even books I've DNF'd, they're still on my bookshelf.
Yeah.
Because to me, my bookshelf is my collection of my reading journey. So even if I don't like a book, even if I don't finish a book, I'm keeping the book because it's been part of my reading journey. And I see it and I remind myself, I didn't like you. And I know why I didn't like you. And I know what to stay away from because of that. So it's a good reminder.
Yeah.
But I would actually get rid of it. Like, I would throw it. I'd probably even just chuck it in the bin. Like, I would never, ever, like, look, don't get me wrong. I'm scared. I'm very passionate about this one. If you like this trope,
that's fine.
There's something wrong with your brain, but that's fine.
maybe book a psych appointment, but anyway.
Now, look, I just feel like it's one of those things, like, it's very fan fiction. I will say this.
It does.
Heavily fan fiction.
And I think, like, here's the thing, is that, like, in real life, like, people have such a journey to get pregnant, or things happen and then they are pregnant, and it's such, like, I want to say, like, a normal, everyday thing.
Yeah.
And then you read about it and you're like, okay.
Well, I also find, like, if there's, like, so obviously there's, like, a space for it. And I feel like, because there would definitely be books out there, especially more, I suppose, like, contemporary, where it would be literally the whole point is, like, maybe it's a struggling couple trying to get pregnant, or it's a woman who's trying to get pregnant. There's definitely movies about it.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, obviously that's completely, because that's literally the whole point of the book. But if you have, like, a fantasy series where you say, let's say we have a princess who is doing things with her knight that she's not supposed to be, and then she gets pregnant. What the fuck do you expect? Yeah. One, when you're boning in the middle age, generally, and there's no such thing as protection. It's gonna happen.
That's why they're always like, they're like, wait, are you taking your contraceptive tonic? Like, it's so funny.
Oh my gosh, that whole element in books, like, I feel like it's funny.
It's hilarious.
Like, it always makes me pause and I go, that just ruined the tension. But at the same point, like, I get why it's there. Because realistically, if you're having sex with somebody, you're going to be like, you know,
just checking in.
Like, it is something that would happen. Like, you would obviously turn around and be someone like, if we're having sex, you are, like, you know, are you, like, the guy, like, are you on the pill, like, for contemporary,
whatever. Like, it makes sense.
It does make sense, because it is actually a conversation that would happen. It is a realistic thing. But when I'm in a fantasy realm, I'm just going to assume they're protected. Because, like, I don't care.
Yeah, it would be funny otherwise.
Let's just make it a law that if we're in a fantasy setting,
they're covered.
Yeah, they're good. Actually, just any setting, not even contemporary. I don't want to have that conversation in my contemporary dark romance books. I don't care. Which, honestly, dark romance, by the way, is there is a concerning lack of condom use. Just saying. No one ever gets pregnant, though, thankfully, so far. Everything I've read so far.
Your next book is going to have this trope
I swear.
in it now.
Rina
because
Kent, if you do that to me, I'm done. That's not true. I love you, but...
That's funny, though.
Also, if you want to avoid the pregnancy trope, just read gay mail. Because they can't get pregnant. Sorry, I went sidetracked there.
Point.
Okay, anyway, moving on.
Okay.
That one's a hard pass.
Absolute hard pass. All right, next one is... I'm going to wait for you to finish your drink. Who did this to you? And don't touch my wife!
Not my wife, you fools!
Obvious, yes.
I thought I knocked Mark. It's fine. Yes,
obvious,
absolutely.
yeah.
100%.
Yes.
Smash.
Yeah. Smash. It's so, like...
It's hot.
Oh, touch her and die.
Basically, any type of quote where the MMC... gets actually either character can do this, but the character gets to the point where it's that moment where, like, who did this to you? Don't touch her. Like, any of that.
That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. You have tears in your eyes. Are you okay?
Do I? I think you do from laughing.
Maybe. No, I love this.
Look, it's just hot. It's fantastic. It's just...
Yes.
It means you've also gotten to that point where, like, their relationship is like, oh, yeah, they're solid. Nothing's breaking these two apart.
No, literally.
And you fucked up by interfering.
How dare you get in the middle of it? And you're about to get beaten to smithereens.
Yes. Literally. I actually did read I read a book the other day, Rina Kent, Legacy of Gods.
Cute.
God of War, which is book 6 in the series, which is actually out of the 6 my least favourite. But it's still fantastic. They're all fantastic. But the whole thing... the main two characters are married. The MFC doesn't remember marrying him because she's got amnesia.
You told me about this, yeah.
Right? But the whole book, he is so possessive. It is a dark romance, so it's a little bit messed up. But so yeah, he's very possessive, controlling, tries to, like, control her. She's also got a lot of issues, mental health issues, drug, alcohol abuse, like, all sorts. So he kind of has a reason to be, like, trying to keep her in control, but she doesn't remember marrying him, hates him, but he spends the entire book pulling her away from people and, like, grabbing people and, like, don't touch my wife, and it is the hottest thing ever. Like, he's a possessive asshole, but it's hot when that happens. Look, it might say something about me, but it's so good, and I just, and it just, there's something about those moments. You read that in the book, and I'm just like, yep, I'm here for it. this
Absolute
is
yes.
instant 5-star rate.
You're like, oh, he said, how dare you? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I love it.
Love it. Okay.
What you gonna pick?
What you gonna pick?
What you gonna pick off the list? Boop, bop, boobity, dop, doobity,
Ooh,
bop.
let's do
Please say
Marriage
fancy.
of Convenience
Ooh.
and Arranged Marriage, which I've kind of like grouped together
Yeah.
because they're similar, very similar.
Yeah, I think they are.
Look, I'm gonna say it. For me, it's a smash.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I really enjoy it.
Do I need it?
No. But if it's in a book,
I don't mind it.
I think it creates great tension.
Yes.
Some
Conflict.
great recommendations. Shorter Sparrows.
Haven't read it yet.
You need to,
It's
honestly.
on the shelf.
It's so good. And look, it's long, but it doesn't feel long.
That's good then.
It's one of those books where, like, she's chunky. But I devoured it in 2.5 days.
Mhm.
But
also
I was
you
licking the
read-
crumbs off my finger.
You read so much.
At the moment, I'm a psychopath.
Rena Kent happened.
Yeah, really. Like, honestly, I read what? Halfway through March and April, so like a month and a half. I've read 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of her books. And they're not short. Like, they are dark contemporary romance.
Yeah.
So they're not, like, I'm not digesting fantasy elements, which I have determined, basically, contemporary is easier to read than fantasy because you kind of already don't have to explain the world.
No.
It's just the world as it is.
Yeah.
So you don't have to think about it. Your brain's already, like, attuned to all
Set
that.
for it.
Versus when you jump into a fantasy, your brain has to kind of, like, reset and go, okay, how does the world actually work in this? So it takes more brain power. That being said, I've still been pumping through my fantasy relatively quickly as well.
Probably because you're taking breaks.
Possibly, yeah. I'm alternating,
Yeah.
which I think's really helped keep me out of my reading slump. But I think this is also, maybe I'm just, like, catching up. Because I went through, like, a really bad reading slump in January and February and half of March.
Yeah,
And then
maybe
Rena
you are.
Kent saved my life. And pulled me out of it. So I'm trying really hard not to fall back into it because they suck.
Yeah, okay.
But I think I might end this month on minimum 13 books, which is insane.
It's crazy.
Ridiculous.
Next.
Anyway, I got very sidetracked there. We were
That's right.
talking about Marriage of Convenience and Arranged
So
Marriages.
you said yes.
Absolutely. It is fantastic. I just find it's one of those things where, again, this interlinks with forced proximity, which is actually my favourite trope.
Yeah.
Like, it is guaranteed to make me love a book if there's forced proximity in it. Again, it needs to be done well. You can't just put them in the room with no tension. They need to hate being together.
Yeah.
But it's really funny if you actually think about it. All the tropes that we love, they all kind of link.
A very hand in hand.
They kind of, like, need to go together, and when they're all together, they work really well. It's fantastic.
Yeah, funny how that happens.
But yes, the whole thing of having to be coerced into marriage, or they do it for a particular reason and to get something out of it, but then it also develops into something beautiful and fantastic. And at the end, you're like, see, it was convenient at first, but it's destiny now. Wow, apparently I'm boring somebody.
I'm tired.
Drink more caffeine. Is that even? You don't even have caffeine.
It's sugar.
Sugar, same
Alright.
thing.
I should. I've got one.
Okay, we'll finish off with this one. So
Yes.
last one.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
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 This one, just forewarning, might get a bit violent. Rivals to lovers.
Debate.
No.
Debate.
No.
Debate.
That is not what you said last time.
No, it's not.
Nah.
No, I'm pretty sure it
You
is.
for sure said smash last time. I'm pretty sure. How do I know that? Because when we were
You put that one in the list, not me. You.
Yeah.
That first part is you.
But I thought you moved them. Anyway.
Not
But-
all of them.
But hold on. Sarah goes, oh, what did you say last time? You said, oh, if they've got like, they have to be real rivals. They have to be no.
Divine rivals.
Literally, I'm setting it up for that. You're like, they have to be actual like academic rivals, academic setting. They actually have to hate each other, and then they're striving to beat each other. And then something happens, and I'm just sitting here looking at you.
And I'm pretty sure. No, but
I'm just like, divine
no.
rivals.
I definitely said debate. Because that's what my explanation was. It has to be done
Okay.
well.
Well, yeah.
Because like with the rest of the things I've popped in the debate category, they need to be done well for me to like them.
Well, yes.
Because look, the other stuff that I put in Smash, you can't really fuck up. If you manage to fuck that up, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, but normally they're a bit like more simpler. Like I want to say like scene, like one scene based, tropes.
Sometimes, not always.
But you know what I'm saying.
But look, as I said, everything you just said, yes. They need to really despise one another. They need to thrive off of the rivalry. Like, there needs to be that tension.
Like a divine rivalry?
She has a problem.
You should read it, that's all I'm saying.
But, like, look, but there is a way you can do rivals to lovers badly. Same you can do enemies to lovers badly.
Oh, yeah, you can.
I know. But there we go. So they are Smash, Pass, or Debate tropes. There are so many more. So many. There are just
so many.
I don't think it's physically possible to list every single trope, especially when there's new ones constantly being redone or reinvented or added. Because we have, because as I said, like there's scene tropes, there's micro tropes, there's all sorts of little things that can be, there's layers to them.
Yeah.
Because you can also have a broad trope like the one anything, and that's got 10, 15 billion options underneath it, and they may have options anyway. Yeah. So look, it's constantly also going to be evolving. There are always going to be ones we love. There are always going to be ones we hate. There are always going to be ones we put up for debate.
Yeah.
And it will change with the times. The more oversaturated they become, the less likely I'm interested in them.
Yeah.
Because they just kind of get thrown at you a bit too much.
Yeah. Like Shadow Daddies.
But we do love a Shadow Daddy stuff.
Oh yeah, we love.
There's a couple of them close to my heart.
We love.
But I'm also kind of done with them.
But there's so many of them.
Actually, you know what I'm actually really on at the moment?
What?
Fire daddies.
There you go.
People with fire magic.
You should finish reading.
Zuko. Who's now appropriately aged in the new movie that they've leaked.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm so excited for that.
Fair enough.
Anyway.
I think we should wrap it up there.
Yes, I think we should. So, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you let us know. Give this video a thumbs up. And in the comments down below, let us know what are some of your Smash tropes, what are some of your past tropes, and what are some of the tropes that you debate about. Or even just tell us what your favourite trope is.
Yeah.
What is your go-to trope? If you see that trope, that's going to make you buy a book.
Literally in cart.
Like, no hesitation, buy.
Yeah.
Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. If you do want to see more from us, you can follow us here on YouTube, so make sure to subscribe. You can also follow us on Spotify for some easy listening on the go. We also have an Instagram and a TikTok where we post other little reels, clips, highlights, other posts that we do. We have a book club that we post every month, so if you want to join our little book club, you can follow us on Instagram to see what we're reading. So you can join in on the fun. We also have our own individual accounts.
Woo!
So if you want more Jazzy, you
should check me out at What Jazzy Reads on Instagram and TikTok, and I post my reviews and little fan art thingies. They're kind of fun.
Cute. I love her stuff.
And I love your content.
Aww, thanks, babes. And you can follow, if you want more of me and my strangeness, you can find me at quill.scribbler on Instagram and TikTok, where I post pretty much just reels. But if you like listening to me talk, so much content of me just talking. I need to learn to shut up. Anyway, thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon in another video. But until then,